We're loving and hating and making scenes. Now we just see everything we believe.
Hey guys, what's happening? This is your boy J Money here, and it's been a little bit since I made a video. And yeah, I'm gonna be honest. There was a few things that I just kind of struggled to make videos on, but I do have a couple topics now. I'm bringing you guys a deck profile for Chalice Guardragons. So, you know, that's pretty nice. This is a rough draft because I haven't been playing with it very much. You know, I honestly haven't played with it at all, so I need to, but I did put the deck together and did a few hands and all that stuff, so, you know, this is nice and solid. It gives you some nice flexibility as to what you want to do, or depends on what you open, so it's not very linear. Now, I won't be really doing too much with this, or too much more with this deck in the near future, because I do have a regional coming up this Saturday, and I plan to take the Orcus build of Chalice, since it's definitely been tried and true. It proved to be extremely consistent. It could go for a second, you name it. Now, another thing I want to note, I've been playing a lot of Smash Ultimate lately, and I've really been getting into it. So that has been taking a little bit of my time. Actually, yeah, it's been taking up a bit of my time, honestly. So, if any of you guys out there who plays Smash Ultimate, feel free to hit me up. I've been trying to get my characters to Elite Smash. I got 6 of them to over 4 mil, so that's good. But anyway, aside from that, let's go ahead and get started with the deck profile. Alright guys, so of course, starting this bad boy off, we have the Triple Venus and the Shine Ball. If this card resolves, you win the duel. I've said it many times, and it still holds true to this day. So, yeah. We got another package, though. 3 Draco Nets and a Galaxy Serpent underneath. This is the Guardragon build of Chalice, after all. So you do need at least one other Miko Turbo engine. Now, this gives you a different direction as to what you want to go for. There's multiple different paths you can take with this deck, and that's why I like it. So, 3 Legacies and 3 Leaves, because they get you to everything else. Said it multiple times. Let's go ahead and get on to the other ones. We got our Chalice Guardragon. 1 level 2, 1 level 3, and 1 level 4. Because Miko's a card that synergizes with these bad boys. I might take out the level 2 of the Guardragon build because there's no dangers. And I'm not playing anything like Defrag Dragon, so it might not be as useful. Now, these are what you're going to search off of Protar. Depends on what you've got going on, honestly. You need, it depends on the situation, depends on what kind of play you're going for. These are just 2 free bodies or dragons. You can make guard dragons with them. It's important. Of course, this is a lot better now because you can not only search your Collapse Serpents and stuff, but you can also search out Christia now. Well, you've always been able to search anything. However, being able to search Christia very consistently and then dropping it to the board is extremely powerful, especially when you're going to end on some negates. To support the Archer Christia, you basically win. You gotta have your Darkness Metal in case you do draw this. Or, yeah, in case you draw this, you want to go for Darkness Metal. If you draw Darkness Metal, you can go for this, and then this is just more free stuff. Darkness Metal might not be too necessary, but again, if you draw this, then, you need something you need to go for. And, of course, you gotta have your Archer Christia to search, as another search target for Rotar. So, we got 6 boss monsters in this deck. I really wanted to just have it at 5. 5 boss monsters is what I wanted to limit myself to. But I will show you the other 3. Morphage Goliath. You need these two. You need 2 level 9s for your World Legacy Monstrosity, or Burgeoning as it was formerly known as, because you are trying to make calamities. So these 2 are non-negotiable. Same with this, but these 3, again, I'm playing Waterfront, so we are, again, more options. Between these 2, Goliath and Darkness Metal, you can cut this, but if you cut this, I would cut Celestial Spheres as well to reduce the number of bricks. Now, that would be something I'm willing to test out in the future, and I'll go and show you as to why that is towards the end. So that's it for the monsters. For the spells, of course, you gotta have 3. You have to. Hand traps, man, they're here to stay. So you gotta have something that's here to stop them. Yeah, now we got the 2 waterfronts because Daddy Gamma Seal will always say hello. And for the last of the bit, you got, you know, your really good generic cards. They just all put bodies on field essentially. Monster Reborn, Succession, World Legacy Guardragon, World Legacy Monstrosity, and Shade Brigadine counts as a vanilla. That's, yeah, these are all just solid choices. Again, they all put bodies on field. Even this one to an extent. So, extra deck time. Hey, say hello to Link Spider again. He's actually making his presence a little bit. So, he's back. I like that. You have to play 2, guys. You have to. Like, the second one, it doesn't always come up, but it comes up more often than you think it does. A lot of times when you think you only need 1, that second one comes up. In a tournament, it'll come up at least twice to 3 times. It's non-negotiable. You have to play 2, at least, bare minimum. You have to play Ib because of the combo to search out Christia, or one of the combos to search out Christia, so you have to play Ib. And Orm is just a really nice card that you probably need to play as well. Your 3 Guard Dragons, your Pitsty, your LP, and your Agripane. And to round off the rest of the links, you got Huge Scoldred, Heretic Seal of Celestial Spheres, and Triple Burst Dragon. Triple Burst Dragon is also something that you kind of need to play, as in it's non-negotiable. And then for all the non-links, you got the Synchros, we got your Miko, your Hot Red Abyss, and your Boral Savage Dragon at your service. I don't know how I feel about Boral Savage. You can put him out a few times, but, you know, I feel like if you're not putting it out at least 2 out of 3 hands, then it may not be a worthy slot for your extra deck. That's just my personal opinion. But he's still there because Miko's a card. Like, yeah, you access Miko a lot, but there's not a lot of times where Miko stays on the board at the end of your Guard Dragon combos to go into this. You know, that's where I'm getting at. And you have to play this because you're playing Monstrosity, which you're going to search with Miko on some of those combos. But if you don't have your VFD combo, then you can just search your World Legacy Guard Dragon and do your Guard Dragon shenanigans that way, and probably get into a waterfront along the way. So, alright, as you can see, guys, there's not a second Scoldred in here, and that's because of space. Now, again, this may be the first thing that you can cut. You can cut this, but it may be something you may not want to. Now, if you want to make space for a second so you just Scoldred, there's 2 things you can potentially cut. You can cut the Heavenly Spheres. You can cut this, you know, so it also means you can cut that Amorphous Goliath, which could be a potential brick that you could potentially open. Not only that, but, you know, you kind of don't need it per se. but it's always really, really nice. You know, if you can make LP, you can make Aggro Pain into an extra deck monster, but there are some instances where the Pit Seek can kind of come up in weird scenarios. So these two cards, if you're really looking for that second Sir Aegis Scoldred, which I'm really debating on trying to make space for a second one, I would probably cut the Heavenly Spheres and the Goliath, because again, you have Christia in your deck, so you don't really need Goliath like that. So that's just something that's been on my mind. I feel like if you're playing Guardragons, you need to play at least two, but you can get away with one, especially since you have a triple burst dragon in your deck. You kind of don't need to just spam Sir Aegis, but it's beneficial, especially when you have things like Archer Christia in your deck, when you have things like Gamma Seal Waterfront. So, you know, I think I might actually will cut the Heavenly Spheres. I might actually cut them. I might actually cut them and the Goliath, just so I can reduce my number of boss monsters down to 5, and so I have the ability to turbo in through my deck a little bit more. But that's it for the deck profile, guys. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are on it. Now, again, I have another build of a Guardragon for World Chalice, and that's more of a Cherubini Turbo style-ish kind of thing. It's a lot more consistent, but the ending boards aren't really like the strongest. I mean, they're strong, don't get me wrong, but they're not as strong as some of these other boards. But you do sacrifice that for a little bit more of a consistent, just, you know, you can make the same board consistently because of what Cherubini offers. A lot of your stuff. Cherubini does synergize with World Chalice a little bit, but if you guys want to see that, then, you know, let's go ahead and get this video up to, I don't know, 75 likes. Screw it, 75 likes, we'll make it happen. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is J Money, and I am signing out.